Are you terrified of what people will think or even say if you decline a glass of wine or a signature cocktail at your next event? Are you worried that no matter what you say, it is going to sound so awkward? I get it. I truly do. But what if I told you that the key to confidently saying no is so much simpler than you think? By the way, I'm Christie Walker, and I am the Catholic sobriety coach, and I've been navigating social situations alcohol free for the past 28 years. And now I help other women who are looking to reduce or eliminate alcohol for any reason do the same. Based on my personal experience, plus what I've learned from coaching dozens of women to alcohol freedom, I'm going to be sharing with you why saying no to alcohol feels so hard and at times a little bit awkward. I'm also going to reveal 3 key strategies that are going to help you say no with confidence. And finally, I'm going to explain to you how implementing these strategies will transform your experience at these events and, quite honestly, your life. But wait, what if I told you that refusing alcohol is like choosing sparkling water over soda? Each one of those is a choice. You're just choosing the one that's lighter, healthier, and aligns more with how you want to feel later. It's a small choice that reflects a bigger commitment to your well-being. You're probably thinking, yeah, that's an easy choice. This is completely different. Why is saying no to alcohol so hard? Let's talk about that. So I have a client who came to me because she noticed an uptick in the amount and frequency of alcohol that she was consuming. She didn't have an alcohol problem per se, but it was definitely becoming a problem for her. And she was having a really hard time trying to reel it back. So we worked together for several weeks, and she determined that moderation was really just too hard for her, and she was going to eliminate alcohol altogether. Now, even though she knew that she was making the right decision for her and her health, when she attended events, she said that it felt a lot like walking on a tightrope. The moment she was offered a drink, she said it felt like everyone was watching, just waiting for her to have a misstep. The other thing was that she felt like other people thought she was judging them because they were drinking and she wasn't. If she wavered, she was afraid that she would appear unsure or uncertain of her choice. She said that every interaction felt precarious, like she could fall at any moment, revealing herself as the odd one out. When I asked her what it was about those situations that felt so hard, she said that she didn't think it was really about the drink at all or the alcohol at all. It actually had a lot to do with the stories she was telling herself. When I asked her to tell me more about those stories, she said that she would think thoughts like, everybody else is drinking and having fun. I'm ruining this time for everyone. I'm making people feel self-conscious. I am going to have to explain myself, and I just don't want to at all. These stories felt so real. But what she came to understand is that she wasn't experiencing pressure from her friends. It was actually coming from her own fears. Once she made that connection, we were able to talk through strategies that helped her feel sure-footed, like she was walking on solid ground every time she attended these events, so she could say no confidently. Here's the heart of it. Saying no to alcohol isn't about the drink. It's about the stories we tell ourselves and the fears that try to speak louder than our confidence. Once you see past these stories, you unlock a sense of freedom and peace that is so worth it. Now, you might be wondering, what were those strategies that helped her? That is what I'm going to share with you now. Strategy number one is to keep it simple. One of the biggest mistakes we make is thinking that we need to over explain ourselves. Truly, you do not need to do that. No is a complete sentence, and you don't owe anyone an explanation. Imagine that you are someone who is lactose intolerant, and a friend offers you a giant banana split with 3 big scoops of ice cream loaded with toppings and whipped cream. Now, it looks great, but you know if you eat that, you are going to feel miserable the rest of the day and probably the next day too. So, without any drama, you politely decline because you don't want to feel rotten and your friend doesn't want you to feel bad either. Saying no to alcohol is like that. You are just making a choice for your health and well being. So, how do you say no? You can say it a number of ways. You can just say, no, thank you. You can say, I'm driving tonight, or I have an early morning and I'm not going to drink. You can even say, alcohol just does not agree with me anymore. Whatever it is, you say as much or as little as you want, but keep it simple, keep it light, and it will go over pretty well. Strategy number two is preparing for the pushback. Look, I get it. Most people aren't going to push back, but there's always 1 or 2 people who will do that. And quite frankly, it's annoying, but you can get through this very easily and with great confidence when you keep your response short and cheerful. You can use humor or you can just remain neutral. You can say something like, I am such a lightweight these days and nobody wants to see me with a drink in me. Or you can say, I have an early morning tomorrow and I am just going to have to pass tonight. Whatever it is, just make sure to stay upbeat because if you give any sense of sadness or that you're in a deprivation mindset, they are going to latch onto that and keep at you because they're not trying to be mean. They're just trying to make you happy. They don't want to see you feeling sad or deprived. They want to see you fulfilled. So if you are thinking about this with a mindset of joy of missing out versus fear of missing out, that is going to radiate from you through your response. And most of the time, that will shut them down. If not, just make some comments that are going to turn it back on them. Like, cheers to you, though. Hey, what's in your glass? And that is going to kind of smooth out any weirdness, awkwardness that may have happened, and you can get on with your conversation. Our last strategy is to own your decision without apology. Now, I know this can be a tricky one, but believe me, it is so empowering. Truly, the only person that you have to answer to for your decision not to drink is you. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. No one else has to wake up with your choices and live with them the next morning. So be unapologetically confident when you decline a drink. And here's a secret. People are drawn to other people who are confident. And by you confidently declining a drink for your own betterment and health, you never know who else might be watching and might be inspired by your choices. So just have that confidence. Know that you only have you to answer to. You never know who you might encourage by just being your true self. If what I'm saying is resonating with you right now, you might want to grab my free 5-day Sacred Sobriety Kickstart. It's going to help you gain clarity around your drinking so that you can make the decisions that are right for you about whether to reduce or eliminate alcohol. You can find that link in the description. Okay, now let's talk about the benefits of implementing these strategies. You are going to have such a different experience at events. Sure, it's going to be a little weird at first. It maybe feel a little awkward or uncomfortable, but stick with it. It's like going to the gym. You just have to be consistent to build that muscle. And the more you say no, the more confident and stronger you are going to be in those responses when you refuse a drink. It just takes practice. And the more you do it, the more confident you will become. And this will spill over into other areas of your life as well. I promise. Build those sober muscles. Whether you're reducing or eliminating alcohol, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you are choosing to take alcohol or leave it from a place of peace. So try out these strategies and let me know in the comments what happens, what you've experienced, and maybe how long it takes you to build up that confidence. For some people, it can be a one and done thing. For others, it takes time, and that's okay. It's, again, just like exercise, just like building a muscle, we are all different. So don't get discouraged. And remember, always progress over perfection. Now, if you want to find out more about how to gain clarity and confidence around your decisions to drink less or not at all, check out this video right here.